Good morning and welcome to the Forex Market Wrap, brought to you by Pepperstone. It's Friday the 11th of August and I'm Darren Sinden. Right, let's move straight on to look at overnight changes and price moves we need to be aware of. I just want to focus on one thing today really, and that is the resurgent yen. Here we can see dollar yen closed at 109.20 in New York last night, the yen making a gain of 0.8%, but in fact the yen has strengthened further. And we'll look at that in greater detail in a moment. But it wasn't just against the dollar that the yen made gains, it also did very well against sterling and indeed the Australian dollar yesterday. Okay, so dollar yen, the barometer of concern. Here's a longer term chart of dollar yen. I've drawn a simple line of support across the middle of it, 108.40. I think that's an interesting level and one that we should watch. Basically drawn from a low here in May. This morning dollar yen has traded below 109 at 108.89, I believe has been the low today. If we do test on to 108.40 and break below it, you can clearly see the potential for a much larger move down here, perhaps even back to the 100 level. Okay, what's on the calendar? Events that may move the market. Well, first of all, as you view this report, you'll be aware that we've had a raft of German and Italian inflation data out very first thing this morning. But we'll also have consumer price index data from France at 6:45 GMT, that's 7:45 London time. And then the focus will move very much to the US this afternoon, 12:30 GMT. We'll have consumer price index data from the US, that's month on month and year on year data for July. And then following on from there at 13:40 GMT we have the first of two FOMC member speeches, Mr. Kaplan speaking then, and then later at 15:30 GMT Neil Kashkari speaking as well. And then to finish the day as far as the calendar is concerned, the Baker Hughes oil rig count in the US, obviously very influential as far as US oil prices are concerned. Breaking news and comment that's caught my eye. Donald Trump says North Korea should feel very, very nervous. China has said it would defend North Korea in the event of a preemptive American attack. US equity indices post their largest losses that we have seen for months. China launches a cyber security inquiry into local social media platforms, and their stocks have dropped sharply on that news. And the CBO VIX index, the so-called greed and fear index, has closed above 16 for the first time in many, many months. It was up by a whopping 44% on the day. Okay, we'll stay with the VIX in our food for thought section. Think about this if you will. If the market had forgotten what volatility looked like, it got a reminder yesterday as the Nasdaq fell by more than 2% and the VIX index sprang back to life. The chart opposite shows the wall of worry that the market could climb from here. You can see the massive upswing in the VIX here, still well below historical highs, and you know it's only really come back to levels that we saw in March and May. But here's the potential upside for the VIX there. Right, thank you for your time. Please take a moment to read through the risk warning. Trading CFDs and Forex on margin can be a risky business. As ever, if you're in any doubt about what those risks are, please contact your Pepperstone account manager. We look forward to speaking to you on Monday.